Confession story time. What has a close friend done to you that instantly made you hate them? So the first one we have murdered his underage girlfriend none of us knew about while she was pregnant. Okay. We have kept suggesting we should exchange partners for a night because he really wanted to sleep with my wife. Even made advances at her when I wasn't around. Interesting friendship. He lovingly placed a baby in my wife while I was working. Okay, that's a T. Not one friend, but multiple smashed my girlfriend, all five of my friends while we dated. Only found out because one of them had gotten her pregnant and she aborted it. I found the email on her phone. Wow, it's juicy. Let me hear from you guys. Such confessions. Someone said, ha ha ha, love that lovingly. Someone said, I had a friend who hid their
So
pregnancy
my
from me.
confession, my
Yeah,
confession.
you don't have to,
So
but if you're comfortable.
I'm comfortable. So
All right.
one of my friends, she was dating this guy. I met the guy's brother. And as your friend, you expect her to say, well, both parties were interested in getting to know each other. But her response to me was, I know why you talk to my brother-in-law because if you and him start talk, then him not gonna carry you out again. Him not gonna spend no money for me. I don't want you to hurt my brother-in-law. And instantly, I I got so offended. Like, you're my friend. You should be saying you don't want your brother-in-law to hurt me, but you are thinking about the things that he buys you and think, okay, then if we get together,
Don't
then he
want you
won't
to
be
ruin.
buying you anything.
Right. She don't want you to ruin her bag. You know, understand? She girl want can get her nice things. You know, understand? Go ahead, Serena.
Okay, so this was from high school. Like, I had this guy that I like. He's my boy best friend now. Um, I liked him, and like my friends knew I liked him, a couple of them. And this one girl, she just come and she said, but that's one of my friends, right? She said she likes him. And I said, okay, that nothing wrong with if you like him because you did like him before we were friend, whatever, whatever. But me like him and me actually in a flirting stages with the guy. And she take up herself and she got me yard, tell him a bag of things about me, and him come back come tell me no, but she don't know me. I say, why this girl would even do that? And she a walk and tell the old school things about me just so it would have put it would have put things in a people head. So me I say, yeah, then she not real. You cannot be a real friend. She just come up to me and come talk about a lie. So me I say, so why him would I tell lie for you and him evil? Didn't know you. Me I say, alright friend. Then little later down again she gone at him yard. So him started to me say, tell your friend say stop come at me yard because we just have sex with her and leave her alone. Me go tell her that the girl start scandal me I walk and I tell the people say my dad with this whole school and how much me a mattress and how much me I got a man yard and man I go just have sex with me and leave me. Me I say alright, go on with yourself. Me just instantly hate her from that. Me not even talk. Me not hate people again. But that was a moment in high school when me instantly hate her.
Wow, thank you very much for sharing. Come on, the life festive buddy. All right, we see in the comments from Bennett saying that having people that are friends that like you are terrible. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. So asking if you're comfortable, Bennett, to share the tea. What's happening there?
It was just that terrible situation. There was one, then introduced me to the friend, and well, before I even saw the friend, she started to like me over the phone, I think. I was like, oh, that's unexpected. And the thing is, she said that before she said that she would not like me because her best friend already likes me. Yet still, it ended up happening, or so she said. And I thought, it was the first time I've ever been in such a situation. I just thought it was a cute little thing. I didn't know that it would end up in such a toxic situation where if I'm, you know, calling one, another would call and complain that she's not getting attention or I'm not texting. We go out on group trips, not just us, other people as well. Um, Spend time with one, and the other one is cool, and spend time with that one for a good while, and then the other ones, and then when I start spending time with the other one, the first one gets jealous. Even though I spend more time with her, it was just terrible. I'm like, you know what? I'm never gonna put myself in a situation like this again. If people like me and they're friends, I'm not talking to any. It's terrible.
So, sorry
Terrible.
to cut you, but you're saying two best friends were infatuated with you. Were they like fighting over you, or were they like sharing you? Oh, it did that work? Cause like, did they fight at any point?
No, they didn't. They didn't physically fight, but one of them told the other that you should just go like somebody else and leave this one to me. Like straight up, yeah. But it, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. It's terrible. I don't. No, no. That any
Well, you
song.
say you can't. You say at first it was cute, but it turned into way too much drama, way too much craziness for you. But
Yeah,
that sound exhausting doing it like you had to take up on a trip and then pool with it. You spend time with A and then B get vexed. You spend time with B, then A get vexed. So I feel like tug of war from one to the next, one to the next.
yeah. It's terrible. Like any song about having two girls infatuated with you, they're lying. It's not fun. It's terrible.
They say it's not for you, too much work, can't bother. Headache.
Too much.
They say one is enough.
Exactly.
All right, thank you very much for sharing. Um, appreciate. Moving right into the next slide. So we have, all right. So my ex-wife abandoned me and our 6-month-old child after I discovered she was cheating on me with men on the internet for drugs. We never did anything like that together. No drugs in our house. It's been 5 years. I raised my son alone with zero help for a lot of that. But recently my girlfriend moved in and my son calls her mommy. We're happy. I still have issues with it. Most commonly being that I went from a very patient person to a pretty angry person. Felt like the whole world was out to get me once I became a single father. I'm working on the anger. Okay. I also have after being best friends for age 7 to our mid 20s, I had to ghost this chick and our entire friend group because she was trying to convince my husband to cheat on me with her. There had been several smaller things leading up to this, like telling me my husband was too attractive for me, right, and would be better with her. Wow, wow. But it blew my mind when she showed me the text she sent, topless and telling him I'd never have to know. Wow. I ghosted her, and then our friends started saying I should just forgive her. Wow. And that I was choosing some guy over our 17-year friendship, and that by not talking to her, I was causing tension in our circle of friends, making them choose sides amongst themselves. So I said I didn't want to cause tension, and I resolved the issue by removing myself from the entire circle of friends. They can have her. That was 17 years ago, and I still don't answer their calls, and I know I made the right decision. My husband and I have celebrated our 20th last month. He died or would have celebrated our 20th last month. He died 5 years ago. Sorry to know that, but I think he made the right decision. Let's hear what you guys think. Someone says you need the Chris Rock special. Oh man, we could do better.
Yeah,
We
man.
can't stay
You
so.
man should need the will slap. Because where there's a win, there's a way, and I would have slap her out. She right.
Come on, my girl, send them on news and say she doesn't have to know. Wow, with friends like these, I don't need enemies, Quite frankly, I don't need
have
enemies.
friend, I don't have friend.
Mama used to tell me,
Friends
not good for you, girl.
Well, some dangerous people, yeah, some very dangerous people. All right, let's see. She very barefaced though, and I like the girl comes, and then her friends, the other friends are gonna say she should forgive her. Excuse me, what?
Maybe
Forgive
she
her?
was
But
the
them a
part
talk,
of
them
the
not do
crew
say she good.
trying to put her together with the next one's husband. You never know. In most cases, when a female is trying stuff like that, she normally say it to somebody else in the crew. So it
And
must
that
have been something that was confirmed upon by at least two persons.
but me I said to myself, say, them I say she must forgive her. Them must watch for them man because I
That's
watch it for them man. Okay,
exactly.
you see people like she.
Let me not stop this though. And it's not them first
She not
rodeo.
stop that so and you see worse like how she never get the one and the many she a go for. When I done dust her
She go
out.
collect all of
So them
them.
I think I'm mad like me say when me done dust her out, them think I'm mad. Oh
All right,
forgive.
so we have this story from in the chat. So it says, I had a friend that liked a guy. We used to tease her a lot. Me and my best friend. When I met the guy, he was nice. I'm gonna see why she liked him. Anyways, me and my best friend used to try and I get the two of them together. She always a move shy and thing, but the boy liked my best friend. But my best friend is asexual, so the girl get vexed and cut ties with us and go to a group of girls who barely hear her mind now. Oh, poor thing. Poor thing. Next story, guys. So was in high school, but it still hurts me to this day when I think about it. I got my first boyfriend. Aw, boyfriend. Oh wait. Okay. So I got my first boyfriend, and the she in the situation being a female friend of this person. So she was weirdly angry about it because she was the pretty one, and I was weird and quiet. Nothing wrong with weird and quiet, y'all. She told our mutual friends that she was going to go to a party and seduced him and have sex with him just to hurt me. Wow. Okay. The fact that she said she just wanted to hurt me made me lose all the love I had for her. I later attempted to mend the bridge and attempted friendship again. Didn't last long. My prom date and her disappeared for several hours on our prom night. Guess she achieved her goal. Oh my god, no. No. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Mm-mm. That's so sad. Oh boy. Well, you better without her. Better you learn from your prom date and your husband, yeah? Or your baby father. I was gonna get. If your baby father was going to let them know we're staying around. But you get the point. Next one, guys. So we have helped her get a well-paid job at the massive corporate I worked at. She then made a group chat of all our mutual friends and would send photos of me in the office to laugh at my foster physical attributes, etc. I only found out because she messaged the wrong chap. Wow. Wow. Okay. Next one. Laughed to me about how he was glad his roommate's cat was dead because he hated it. Let me explain. The roommate didn't realize the cat had popped in the washer. Oh my gosh. And so he turned it on. As you can imagine, when he went to take out his clothes, he found the cat not alive anymore. Oh no. That guy's traumatized off laundry now. Laundry day is like PTSD. Drugged me at a rage without my consent and left me to die in a parking lot while he stole my laptop, some of my parents' jewelry, and money from my home. In his defense, crack is expensive. I mean, strong defense, but what? Okay. All right. No, the cat. Yeah, I feel bad for the cat as well. I feel bad for the cat. That poor guy as well, because I'm sure he didn't mean to hurt the cat. And I don't know. I guess the cat didn't see washer danger. Cat was like washer fun. Not anymore. Or maybe the cat was depressed and he was over it. Who knows?
Or
Next
maybe the
one.
cat was trying to get his fur fluffed and stuff.
In a fatal way. Crazy. So this next post, guys, trigger warning. It talks about sexual assault. So trigger warning for anyone that might not set up. She told my rapist I was going to the police station because she thought he had the right to know.
Hell no. Hell
That is
no.
sexistic.
This person deserves
Listen, listen,
this.
listen. My gosh, listen. Okay, I ever said that more than listen. Listen.
Wait,
In
1
this
second.
case,
Can you repeat? I don't think we're
Will
speaking the
Smith,
same language.
no way. Will Smith's action, why justified? Me, because seriously, really, rearrange our face. Listen, seriously, oh my god. She told my rapist I was going to the police station because she thought he had a right to know. This is not a child. This is not us having a child together. And I'm saying, oh, I'm going to move the child across the state and you have a right to know. What? What? Go ahead, Ashley.
I'd like to ask that friend a question. Since he had a right to know that she was going to police station to report on him, doesn't mean that the friend had a right to know that he was going to rape her?
Oh my God, that's so true. That's so true. Like, didn't she have a right to know that he was gonna do that? I'm like, we're talking about rights, but then again, I have rights and I have lists because there's no way this is gonna go down. So, man, this story was just, mm. It's just, it's the audacity for me. Next one. So, I lied about being raped by my best friend. I don't know why she did it, but she destroyed his life. With that one lie, he lost his friends, got banned in all clubs in our village, lost his job, etc. So you can imagine how this guy's life was turned upside down because of a lie. Because who would support a supposed rapist? Poor guy killed himself 2 months later. And before the question pops up why I know he was innocent, he was with me at that time. It happened about like 400 miles away. So at the alleged time, he was with me. And you know what's sad, guys? It's so sad that if situations like this happen and someone lies about these kind of things, it's so sad when the lie is told, their life is already ruined. Like, you can't go and take it back. You can't. So when I was younger, I heard this story from a judge to say, write on a piece of paper like all the bad things about Jim. Jim is a figurative person. Go home and cut up that paper, find pieces and stuff, and then toss it into the wind. Cool? And then come to Jim and apologize to Jim for what you said about him, all those lies and stuff. Now, your apology is not going to take back what you've already spread out there, and it's out of control. There's no way for you to go back and undo what you did. There's no way to get back all of that, all that was said about Jim. And I was just like, yes, that is so true. You've literally, the damage is done. The damage is irreparable. It's sad. Next one, guys.
That case is extremely sad. There's this guy in my community where a young lady told a lie on him saying that he raped her. But in my community, they're big on the whole jungle justice thing. So with no proof or anything, they literally tied the guy to a light post and they beat him senselessly.
Oh my gosh.
Right now, he didn't die, which is good, but the way they beat him, she stood there and watched him get beaten. They literally beat him until right now, I think he's about 30 something and you have no teeth in his mouth to hold him beating. And then when I guess they were going to beat him to it, she cried out saying it's a lie.
Oh my God, so no, she won't was a lie.
What could they have done when they have already half
What could they have
killed
done? I would have
her?
tied her up on the light post, you see?
Hey,
All right, so we'll continue. So, dude, I actually have an interesting story, but I'm going to tell it in a super short way. My friend proposed to leave her husband and run away with me because she thought I was into her. When I said no, that I only saw her as a friend, she went back to her husband, who was also my friend, and said that I had manipulated her. She said a lot of things, then I lost both their friendship. I think the person in this story won because those people are not good people. So, a lot, but one time I asked if we were going to the carnival together with my other friends, and she said, no, we're all too busy. Cool. I went by myself with my mom. While there, I saw her with my friend group. When she saw me, she whispered to the others, and they all tried to hide. I walked up and said hi, and she asked why they were there. You know, she gave me an attitude about it being a last minute thing. She would always do this, leave me out, ostracize me from other friends. And that's not a friend worth keeping. So we have another trigger warning for this post again, guys. It is also related to sexual assault. So for anyone that might be triggering to, perhaps you can turn down the volume or step away. Okay. So going ahead now. So I had a so-called friend who tried to tell me that it wasn't that bad. It was just bad sex, and immediately tried to set me up on a date with her pushy and creepy friend. I had been raped less than a week prior. Wow. Apparently, she also did the same thing to another girl in our group that was raped. Honestly, I'm just as angry with that friend as the man who did this to me. I'm glad that section of my life is done. What do you guys think about that last story? For her to tell her friend, no, you weren't raped, it's just bad sex.
Okay. I'll have a couple of guys have bad sex with you, and you tell me.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
oh,
Thank you so. Hello, you
oh
what
my.
you like? Red stripe or dragon? 'Cause you deserve something.
Oh man. Yes, I share the same sentiments. Like, how can you describe someone's traumatic experience as, oh, it was just bad sex. It wasn't rape. Like, wait, you know that sex means consent, and if there's none, you can't even call it bad sex. It's just rape. You get that, right? All right. So moving on.